What is up, everybody? Josh here again, and today we have an Icarus Week 62 update. This week they added respawning resources and the new Thumper, which is located behind us here. We're going to show you guys everything about the new item and how to respawn resources, even in open worlds. Let's get into it, shall we? So, Icarus Week 62 Ore Regeneration. Icarus Week 62 update. Regenerate ore with the new Thumper. The Thumper allows you to regenerate ore in the area nearby and is crafted at the fabricator in Tier 4. Week 62 introduces our largest deployable yet, the ore regenerating Thumper. The Thumper allows you to regenerate harvestable ore deposits in its vicinity. Standing at 16 feet tall, the Thumper is a large and powerful item and provides a lucrative payoff for all those seeking more ore for their endeavors. Jump in and have a read. So this week we have the Thumper, and the Thumper is a new deployable device that they're introducing to tackle the problem with resource scarcity, especially in the open world mode. So yes, this is available in open world now. This is the first of two items they're adding. This one is focusing on ore resources, not stone or deep ore veins. And in the future, they're planning on regenerating trees as well. Being one of the largest deployables in the game so far, standing over 16 feet tall, it's a sight to behold and truly earns its name. You can craft the Thumper in Tier 4 at the Fabricator with a high production cost, but potentially endless rewards. The Thumper requires an electrical connection to activate, currently 1500 watts. It's best deployed in an area where you previously mined all the available ores, and can be activated and paused at your leisure, with no cooldown on it, being used multiple times. On the interface, you can see the expected regeneration output from the Thumper's deployment, and what kind of threats you may expect to face while using it. Did we say threats? Well, understandably, a 1,980-pound device slamming an extremely heavy weight into the ground, disturbing the surrounding environment, will draw unwanted attention, and the immense noise and vibrations will spur retaliation, so be on your guard. The more ore available, the bigger the impact on the surrounding environment. So expect more opposition when taking on lucrative deposits in densely populated areas. The machine itself won't damage players, but will disrupt the environment and more that could impair your vision and hearing. And the Thumper will generate nearby ore nodes, but won't regenerate stone deposits or deep ore veins. And they go on to say basically this won't regenerate stone voxels or deep ore veins because they're different in a technically speaking manner. And they go on and explain the intent behind the Thumper. Ore regeneration has been highly requested by the player base for a while, and especially from those who have large bases in open world mode or are investing in Tier 4 technology. And they didn't want to introduce a standard feature, an automatic process in the game, but rather they added this well-designed new feature and new planetary technology. Environmental terraforming is a key part of the Icarus lore, and having resources refreshed quietly in the background didn't sit right with them. Of course, UDA scientists would never miss an opportunity to mess with the planet some more if they could. So, we have the associating respawning with a machine that you craft and deploy, and it's important for player experience too. And they felt that this provides a sense of control and some tactical choices to where and when you respawn resources, rather than it being automated or something you didn't actively notice happening. Like so many decisions in Icarus, adding a risk/reward factor to using the Thumper involves a strategic trade-off. Is the risk of disrupting the environment worth the effort, and are you prepared for it? And they just say that they're going to be working on ways to restore plant life and respawn it in a future update. So, guys, this is such a really cool design in my opinion. I really want everybody to kind of give this a try before you make your decisions on this, because this is really going to be able to spawn as many ores as you want in Icarus and in all of your open worlds. And instead of it being something that every single game does, like spawning ores in the background or automatic respawns and stuff like that, they are letting you as the player proactively modify your environment with this device. And we're going to show you how this works right now. This is awesome. I think it's a really good idea. I think they actually listen to the players, and I think this is actually a really cool compromise. So the new Thumper is unlocked in Tier 4, and it's located just a little ways in. It's right below the directional work lamps and located right before the advanced alteration bench. Right here, the prototype Thumper. Deploy and activate to unearth mineable ores. Replenish mineable rocks in the surrounding area. And it says, I hope this doesn't attract anything big. Does require 1500 power to run. So it can be powered by one water wheel or, of course, a generator. It does require 8 titanium ingots, 6 electronics, 18 steel screws, 12 composites, 8 concrete mix, and 14 epoxy. And crafted, of course, at the fabricator. And massive it is, guys. This is what the thumper looks like. We're about ready to do a thump here pretty soon. And yeah, it's actually a really tall device. And D, you want to pick it up? And on you, it looks ginormous as well. It does weigh 90 kilograms, kg. And this thing is massive. And it goes into your G slot. As you can see, it is 90 kilograms, the prototype thumper, and it goes into your G slot here. And then all you got to do is hit G and place the thing. And as you can see, it's going to do a scan and kind of show you how far it's going to regenerate resources. And once you hover over it, after it finishes scanning, it's going to show us how many nodes it's going to regenerate. In this case, it's going to be 117. And it gives us a risk level of high. So we're going to go ahead and wire this bad boy up and see what happens. Oh yeah, it's going. Oh God. Hello.
Hello there.
Oh. Oh! Hello! He's dead. Is that it? I doubt it. Gotta love doing this stuff on update night. You never know what to expect. As you can see, the progress is only about 25%. And this thing just is pounding the ground, I guess. This is pretty neat, though. Oh! Uh-oh! These things are huge. I wonder how much damage they do. Do they even attack you? Okay, they do spit at you, give you a 3 debuff. That was dead. Yep. Be careful. Right here. He lunges like a sandworm. Is he a sandworm, basically? Now we're up to 48%, 51%. So it looks like it's coming in waves, guys. Oh no. Rat. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. He goes down pretty quick though. Alrighty, we're up to, looks like we're up to 73% now. 76. We're gonna get one more wave, watch. We're gonna get 3 waves. Yep. Oh! Oh, he hit twice that. Oh, he's tickling me. He's tickling me. Okay. Yeah, you could just go up and like stab him and stuff. Okay. And now it's done. And also, guys, whenever you place this down on your map, you will see a representation of where all the ores will respawn. So right now, we are at the Mega Cave here at C3 in the Riverlands, and this was completely empty, guys. And it's completely respawned again. Everything is back in this cave. We've got a ton of copper, ton of iron, gold. We've got it all. And this whole entire cave here respawned. Which is awesome. Totally worth it. So the boss wasn't that difficult, but it was fun. And it's new and engaging. And it's a great way to respawn resources in your caves, guys. We got 3 waves of the land shark and 3 waves of big worms, it seemed like. Also, just to let you know, don't let it actually go close to your main bases, guys. It will destroy bases completely. Just like a sandworm, it will destroy your base if you have a base nearby. So probably don't use these close to your base. So we're going to go ahead and just pick it back up and take it to our next destination. So we're on a new one, and this is a low risk chance. There was only like 28 minerals to regenerate. So let's see what we actually get. Oh. So that's the land shark. And that is the new version of the, I guess, basically based on the sandworm. It acts like the sandworm, guys. So basically treat it like such. You can't use an anti-poison against them, though. But it is quite easy to go. And you can actually just go straight up to it and just kind of, you know, take it out. Oh. He just jumped out of the ground. Oh. Hello. I hear him moving. Oh. Oh, hello. You back. Nice. Yeah, it does all kinds of stuff. It goes into the ground and we got a little tiny one here. And it looks like wildlife does attack it, just like radars. And it looks like we're at 94%. It's a giant cave worm. And it's done. So it looks like we got 1 land shark and a few big worms and some small ones with a low risk reward. So it's going to be based on whatever difficulty it says. It's going to be a little bit harder, a little bit easier, but it's actually not too bad even on the high difficulty. So to help translate Icarus into your language, they are seeking some motivated, passionate individuals to join their volunteer localization team to help bring Icarus to more countries. Right now, they are only seeking volunteers for German and Russian, but other languages may be considered in the future. By volunteering, you'll be helping us make our game accessible to a wider audience and contribute to the growth and success of the Icarus community as a whole. Furthermore, you will have a chance to connect with like-minded individuals to form new relationships in a supportive and collaborative environment. You can translate as little or as much as you want whenever you can. So if you are fluent in English and German or Russian and have a passion for language and gaming, we encourage you to apply today and become a part of our localization team. You can find the link here. And we have the changelog for this week. Under the new content section this week, they added a bunch in for adding land sharks and the thumper. And it looks like the thumper may have been cheaper at one point. They increased the cost of the recipe. And the weight, too. The death animation we've seen, the retreat animation, the land shark. Looks like you're not actually killing it, it's just retreating. That's interesting. Maybe we are killing it, I don't know. The thumper is completely immune to weather. And it looks like the land shark ranged modifier can be cured with antibiotics. So they did mention here that the increased resource count to reach maximum thumper difficulty again, and increase the maximum number of land sharks at highest difficulty. So it looks like we got about 3 on the high difficulty. So the land shark boss spit attack lowered the movement speed and physical resistance penalties, and increased the stamina action cost penalty. And in the fix section this week, fix an issue where deployables and pre-built structures wouldn't load correctly. And they fixed the cave dweller alteration, adding cheat for triggering afflictions. Added temporary logging for testing if camera movement is being allowed on death. And in the future content this week, adding the Ponga audio, event, and data table entry. Talking a little bit about the Lava Hunter and the Prometheus maps, and the unpainted the yeast plant and reed flowers. Looks like the Lava Hunter is going to vomit, and bat dogs are actually no longer hostile towards anything but you. Working on the fishing trap a little more. Reduce the amount of aloe vera on the map, and continue with foliage pass, blue and green quad Prometheus. And that looks like that's it for this changelog. And thank you again to our YouTube members, Wolfie, Sergio, Saracen, Brian, and KHX. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. Don't forget, if you want to become a YouTube member, you can by hitting join. It is $4.99 a month, and it gives you all these custom made by me emojis that you can use on the YouTube channel, and you get a shout out just like our members did just now. Plus you get to support the channel. And that's it for this video. Don't forget, if you like what you see, to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Subscribing to the channel will get you weekly Icarus update videos just like this one. And we also have guides on Icarus if you want to check those out as well. And also, if you liked the video, consider watching another one. Hopefully we'll see you next time. Peace. Oh no!